Man. Today is a scary day for the stock market. Today, the stock market is starting to manifest exactly what we expected, which is the inevitable downturn. The stock market dropped over 500 points today, and it could drop even more. I'm going to tell you what's going on from where I'm standing and break some of this down for you. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics. We are obsessed with closing the racial wealth gap and putting Black people ahead. We talk about it as much as 10 times a day under one condition. The condition is not that you have to be Black. There are plenty of people here who are not Black. The condition is that you have to be B1. You have to understand that we have to put our people at the top of our priority list. If we're going to solve our own problems, we must do it ourselves, and we must get it done now. That means B1 also means being one in order to achieve our goals. It means coming together, find a common ground with your brother. Don't be fighting with your brother and sister. Let's go get it done. Let's go make it happen. So how many of you, give me a yes or no, yes or no. Yes, if you made money today. No, if you lost money today. So no is like no. And yes means yes. So how many of you made money? Give me a yes if you made money. Give me a no if you've lost money today. If you're in the category that I think you are, most of you are probably saying no. You probably looked in your stock portfolio and your crypto portfolio and got your feelings hurt a little bit. Today was a rough day, man. Today is a tough day. Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin dropped by, I want to say about 8%. It dropped by 10% actually at one point, down to 42,500, down from 47,790. But it's actually had a little bit of a dead cat bounce. A dead cat bounce is when you hit the bottom and like a dead cat, you hit the ground and then you bounce up a little bit, but you don't bounce back up to where you were. You just bounce up a little bit lower than you were before. Stephen Miller says, I'm bleeding out. Well, I don't know what you own, Stephen. But one of the things I'm going to say is that if you own a lot of the meme stocks, you're probably getting your ass kicked right now. Not that Steven's in that category. I'm not dissing Steven. I'm certainly not making fun of you, brother. But this is where, remember that New Edition song, Tell Me Baby, Can You Stay in the Rain? Well, guess what? It's raining right now. It's raining pretty bad. And those meme stocks tend to be the first ones that get body slammed. I'm looking at AMC right now. AMC's dropped by about 5%, which isn't terrible, but it's dropped by 18% this past week. Another meme stock, let me see, GameStop. Let me see what GameStop is doing. GameStop is down by about 2.5% today. Not bad. In the last week, it's been pretty flat. And then the last month, it's gone up 30%. So GameStop's actually holding its value pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised and impressed and kind of stunned. And let me see here, Doge. Let me see, Dogecoin is another. I don't want to call it a meme stock because it's not a stock, but Doge has dropped by 12% in the last week, 35% in the last month, but it's gone up 19% in the last 3 months. So if you've held for the last 3 months, you've made money. If you've held for the last month, you lost money and lost a lot of it. So, this is why I would say to you, be very careful about some of those meme stocks and all that stuff. Now, let me tell you what's going on. A big thing that I've been reading about that I believe is driving a lot of what's going on with the market is this thing. I had this professor that actually I love. Every now and then you meet a white person you just love. Well, I'm going to confess and say that there's a white man that I love to the ends of the earth. I know that sounds crazy, and I don't hate white people anyway. I just don't. But then again, y'all are our oppressors. I mean, we can only like you so much. But let me show you my favorite white man on earth, and I'm going to explain to you why he's one of my favorite white people on the planet. And I'm not being racist here, but maybe it sounds like I am, but whatever. His name is Andrew Caroli. And here he is. He's a funny looking Canadian guy. And he is right now, he's at Cornell University. And I think he's a dean or something over there. I got to go look it up. So Andrew Caroli, the reason I love Andrew Caroli, and I promise you this story has a point. I love Andrew Caroli because when I was getting my PhD at Ohio State University, I was just loud. I would fight with the white people. I did all the things that I shouldn't have been doing as a PhD student. When you're a PhD student, you're supposed to sit down and shut up and be seen and not heard. I didn't know all that. Nobody told me the rules. Nobody in my family had ever gotten a PhD, so I didn't know what the rules were. And so I'd be in there fighting. Whenever they did something racist, I would speak up and I'd say, that's bullshit. What are y'all doing? Blah, 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 blah. But I didn't understand the politics. And the reason I love Andrew Caroli is because he was one of the few white people that I worked with who actually understood where I was coming from. He understood as a Canadian, he understands how racist America can be. And when I would tell him about the things that were stressing me out, he would actually listen to me, and he respected my skill. He has a PhD from the University of Chicago. Now, another reason I bring up Professor Andrew Caroli is not because I want to bore you with some stupid story about my doctoral program, but Andrew is an expert on something called contagion, financial contagion. So, when people talk about this virus, the virus is going around that's really political that everybody's arguing about. I'm not going to say the name because you get banned for saying certain words. Now apparently America is the home of censorship. Well, financial markets also have a type of contagion. They sneeze on each other and they give each other financial viruses. And one of the things I used to talk to Professor Caroli about all the time is financial contagion. How basically, if one thing happens across the world that you think has nothing to do with American equity markets, that one little thing can cause a global financial shock, right? And so what is the one thing right now that's kind of driving a lot of this? What's the big catalyst everybody's talking about? Well, apparently there's this company in China called Evergrande with an E. So there's a DE at the end. And Evergrande is one of the largest real estate holding companies in China. And all these problems are coming out of China. God, China is literally messing up my money big time. They are like they should be called the financial cop blockers because they have messed up so many people's money this year. And this isn't a new thing. Historically, the Chinese government, the way they do business there is just a little bit different. They'll have entire billion-dollar companies, and you'll find out that it's just a big empty building, and there's nobody in there, and that they're fabricating all the financial reports. So a lot of companies, a lot of people, a lot of investors don't even trust the financial reports of Chinese companies because they will just make stuff up. Or they'll send you baby food and they'll put some plastic in it so that the baby food with the plastic tastes a little bit better to your baby, and your baby's dying because they got the Chinese baby food with the plastic in. Now, this is not anti-China, anti-Asian, none of that. It's just facts. Go look it up. Go Google it. It happens all the time. So this company Evergrande is the latest in the saga that should be called how China messed up global equity markets. And apparently Evergrande is about to default on their debt. And that's a big deal because that's a huge economic indicator. It has a huge amount of ripple effect all around the world. And apparently this was one of the big things that drove a lot of the decline in the market. Now, there are other factors as well. Don't get me wrong. That's not the only thing that drove this, but that's been the big catalyst that everyone's been talking about. And so it could be something that justifies these massive declines, or it could be something that is temporary and idiosyncratic, right? It could be something that shouldn't affect global equity markets. And that's where that whole decision of whether or not you buy the dip kind of comes into play. Buying the dip is a good general strategy when it comes to investing, but not all dips need to be bought. Not all dips are worth buying. It's just like dating. Like I think the black woman is a queen, but y'all know what I'm saying when I say not every black woman is a queen. Not every sister has earned queen status. So, right. So dips generally should be bought, but not every dip is worth buying. So in this particular case, the big question becomes, given that the market has seen this dip that we're observing right now today, is this all that there is? It's like, when in a terrorist attack, how they'll blow up a building and then all the ambulance and fire trucks and everybody arrives because they're trying to put out the fire. And then the terrorist drops another bomb to make sure that they kill everybody. Right. You know what I'm talking about? Like those double terrorist attacks. I wonder when I see something like this in the financial market, and I'm sure that's a grim example. So forgive me for being an asshole this morning, but that's what's coming to mind. But I wonder if this is like a double attack. I wonder if after this dip, there's going to be another dip because there are so many warning signs on the horizon when it comes to this market. There are so many variables and factors right now that I could recite to you that I don't have time to recite because I'm actually about to do an interview with the brothers over at Hip Hop Uncensored. Great brothers, by the way. But I wonder if there's more. The Fed is going to have a meeting tomorrow, which is going to kind of cover what they're going to do in terms of the tapering, which could cause another problem. The Delta variant is still very strong. Chris Rock wasn't playing when he was basically online telling people to go and you don't want to catch the COVID or whatever. It looked a little silly. He kind of got dragged for that. But that Delta variant's out there, and we still don't know for sure how that's going to affect the economy. Also, this is just a long held fact. September historically has always been the worst month of the year for equity markets. So in a way, some wonder if this could be a self-fulfilling prophecy when you're looking at a market that's clearly, in the eyes of many, in a bubble state. I believe it's a bubble, and the bubble's eventually going to pop. Eventually, you're going to see a correction. I can't help but wonder if September is going to be that month, because that's the month when everybody expects it to happen. When everybody expects it to happen, it happens. The market is built on these self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you want to know what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. I am doing a flight to quality. I went in and I said, what are the best, most sturdy companies in America that are selling right now at a discount? So I went and I bought some Google. I took a look at not Apple. I took a look at not Apple, not Facebook. Facebook is getting beat up right now by the Wall Street Journal, so I'm not interested in that. What was another one? Another solid the thing. Amazon. That's it. That was the one I was looking for. Yeah, some Amazon, right? Like I really think right now, with the rainstorm coming down, the flight to quality is the best measuring stick. Whenever there's a flood, you go to the highest ground. You go to the rooftop of the tallest building. You don't go to the roof of the short buildings. You don't go to the basement of the medium buildings. You go to the top roof of the tallest building. And Amazon and companies like that and Microsoft, those are the tallest buildings. I'm not telling you what exactly to do, but I am telling you what I'm doing, and that's one of the things that I'm seeing right now. Okay, guys, so I got to run. The brothers at Hip Hop Uncensored are waiting for me. If you haven't done this yet, you can get free information from the Black Business School emailed to you to help you in your investing journey, to help you become better at investing, to become an expert, really good at investing, literally in 30 days or less. You can go to firstsharestock.com. So the URL is right there on the screen. And also tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have stock market investing class, and we have the blackstockmarketprogram.com where you can go and give it a try. The first month is free, and we meet every Tuesday. You can leave me questions in advance. I will answer every single question that every single student submits, and so you can go join the program right there. So I got to go, guys. Please have a wonderful day. And and just a reminder, I forgot to mention also, I'm going to be in Baltimore this upcoming weekend. So if you want to come hang out in Baltimore and hear me break down the Black business mindset in person, shake my hand, I'll sign a book for you, whatever the case may be, go to drboycebaltimore.com. The URL's on the screen. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Please have a wonderful day. It was great talking to you. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out if you could. And I'll check back in a little bit later as this market situation develops. Love you. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace.